This is the complete Zuru Max flowers collection. I got them for 10, 6, 7, 23 USD total, and there's over 1,000 pieces. So let's go ahead and grab our unboxing hammer. All right, so as you can see, each set comes with 2 different flowers, and if you're familiar with the Zuru brand, you know that they mostly make plastic land waste disguised as children's toys and blind boxes, but this is not the case. What you see is exactly what you get. So that's pretty nice. And each canister comes with this plastic thing that has the pieces and the instructions. So let's go ahead and build them off screen, and I'll come back for an overview and my final thoughts. Alright, so I just finished building all of these, and I have to say I am very impressed. Much more so than with the Zuru Max Dino set that I reviewed a while back. That one wasn't too impressive. These are much better overall. I do have some gripes, which I will get to when I go over each individual flower, but again, for the most part, very good build quality, and the piece and clutch power, all of that was excellent. Interesting notes about the extra pieces here is that you actually do have to assemble the old school style antenna space lever piece. That's interesting. You also get all 3 different types of flowers. You get the classic 4-spoke style, the 5-petal design, and the old style that came on a sprue, which I believe the big competitor is no longer making. So that's interesting. But yeah, we'll go over them from left to right here. I don't remember all the names of these, so I'm not going to bother mentioning them because I will surely get them wrong and need to be corrected in the comments. So as I go, just feel free to shout them out, or I'll put them in the description there. So first, over here, we have this large orange flower. It uses these large pieces, which I believe were originally made for hot air balloons, but you can see there's the stamen and all that fun stuff. This one looks good, even if it does use kind of those larger parts. I find it fun that they went with different colors for all the stems here. So nice little variety, just to add some more color. Again, I don't know if that speaks to the accuracy of these actual flowers. I'm not a botanist. This is not a botany video. It's a brick video. So we're going to review these as sets and how well they do in that aspect. Over here, we have, I believe it is a Snapdragon. Oh, there I go saying the names. I could get it wrong, so I'm just not going to do that. This one is repetitive. You can see there's a lot of the same shape in there, but it wasn't obnoxious to build. I actually enjoyed building this one, and it's one of my favorites. It looks very good. And these large kind of pieces acting as leaves here work very well. An interesting note about the build, I'll throw the instructions up there, is that it uses kind of those old nozzle pieces to offset the other pieces around the Technic axle in there. So I don't know if that's been done before, but it was interesting. This sunflower is also really well done. It just, wow. Looks a lot better than the other competitor's brand, I must say. I don't know if this is a unique piece made for it, but it looks good. These, I believe, were originally made for kind of a search and rescue life preserver. Right there, there's a bunch of them. Large canopy pieces for the leaves. And also, they recolor a lot of pieces for these. Again, something that big competitor does not do is recolor pieces. You get this click hinge right there, lets you adjust kind of the angle. This is the only one that has it, surprisingly, but this piece has also been recolored into dark green. Over here, you see there's a bunch of axles, Technic style axles that have been recolored into different colors. Something that, again, the big company refuses to do. And they'll say that it's for quality control purposes, but really it's because they're cheap, right? Changing out the mold color takes time, and time is money. And so if you have to clean out all the machines and replace the color to make something different, that's going to affect the production line. So they just refuse to do it, and it makes their flowers look pretty bad when you have bright blue sticking out. But right here, they recolor stuff. So there's no obnoxious colors, none of that. So kudos to Zuru for that. But yeah, I really like the sunflower. Got this large purple one. This one looks good, but I'm never that impressed by the brick-built kind of petal designs. They just look too, well, they look too brick-like to me, which I know that these are plastic toys. They are bricks. But part of the charm, right, is that you can set these up on display, and from a distance, it's convincing enough. And then as you get closer, people who are not familiar with it might be, hey, wait a second, that's insert brand neutral name for bricks here, right? So these just kind of don't do that for me. They're too thick, which is not to say that I just want everything to be specialized pieces, right? Lego has been moving a bit in that direction when it comes to their botanical line, where they're just making specialized pieces. Like the pothos is mostly just the new leaf piece, and it looks good, but there's a certain balance, and I feel like some of the early botanicals did that, and some of these definitely accomplish that very well. But these two in particular, they're just not very convincing. They're a bit too brick-shaped. You've got these kind of odd pieces here, which have industrial-style kind of ridges on them, and they're not as smooth. It's just a little odd. Yeah, so probably won't be displaying these. It's a very good effort, but it's just a little too thick to be convincing in my opinion. So there's those two. The next set, wow, this is another one that again looks very repetitive, but it looks so good. And it stays together well. For the most part, all these are pretty sturdy. And yeah, that angle, that subtle arch there, just, yeah, this is another one of my favorites. It just looks really good. The variety and the little kind of blossoms there, just very, very good design. I like that one. This one, I believe, is supposed to be lavender. There I go again with the names. But this one was my least favorite to build. It is repetitive, but in an obnoxious way, right? These all had repetition to some degree because flowers, by their nature, tend to have radial symmetry. So that is to be expected in this type of set. But this one had a lot of, and it's not just the tiny pieces, but this one had a lot of putting bars into each other and just very fragile, and also a potentially illegal build technique, or at least one that would be considered illegal at the other brand. But yeah, so this one was my least favorite to build, which is a shame because I do like lavender. So there's that. This one's fine. It reminds me a little bit of Sunny Side Up eggs there, but it's fine. Now the rose, I really like the inclusion of these old style dragon wing pieces in this color. I think they work perfectly to kind of show that it's a rose. It's spiky. Which, by the way, did you know that apples are in the same family as roses? Fun fact. But this one is good. This one, I don't mind it being brick built because roses tend to be denser. So it is convincing for me, as opposed to this one that's kind of spread out, but not very flat. So this one is convincing. My only gripe is that it's very fragile. This entire assembly is held in place by one stud there, and it does not have very good clutch power. I think they should have just added a longer bar to go all the way through to support it, and I might actually do that as just a modification for my own version, just to reinforce that a bit better. This is another one of my favorites. It just looks unique amongst all the others. It's just kind of flowy, and like the shaping of it, again, that subtle arch with different pieces, and you can see the blossoms. Some of them haven't opened, and as you go down, they get a bit larger. Excellent design. Here, I'll show some more of these. I think I forgot to show some of them to the camera, so we'll go through them a bit more here. But overall, very, very impressed with all of these, save for maybe the lavender and the loose part on the rose here, but I believe that can be fixed easily. So let me know your thoughts about these Zuru flower sets in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and consider subscribing. I'll see you next time on Board Games, Bricks, and Hobbies. Take care.